We knew that Oregon was facing extreme fire danger due to unseasonably hot, dry temperatures.
Now at 7 o'clock, gusty winds and warm weather continues as dozens of wildfires burn across the Pacific Northwest. This afternoon, Governor Kate Brown called the wildfires an unprecedented event for Oregon. Thousands of people have evacuated their homes.
First, we want to give you a live look at a new fire that just popped up. This is the ODOT cam from I-205 at Lawnfield. That's in the Sunnyside area in Clackamas County. And we don't know yet what exactly is burning, but you can see a lot of dark smoke in that area. Now, this one here is considered a structure fire. We're going to continue to bring you updates as soon as we learn more. And let's bring in now many of the evacuations happening in Clackamas County. Let's bring in now Matt Zaffino to talk about this forecast. What's happening? Oh, actually, many of the evacuation orders are happening in Clackamas County, where more than a dozen fires are burning right now. Here's a bird's eye view of the smoke and flames from Sky 8 just earlier today, Laurel.
And on the ground now, Morgan Romero is live in Malala, where one of the larger fires is still burning at a lumber mill. Morgan?
Yeah, Laurel and Brittany, I got to tell you right now, standing here, it feels like it's 10 o'clock at night. There's so much thick smoke in the air. The sky has changed all throughout the day from orange and red hues, gray and black. You know, from my vantage point earlier, I could actually see Mount Hood. But as we were driving around the county earlier, going through different pockets, and even here now, I can barely see a quarter mile in front of me. But right back out here at RSG Forest Products, like you mentioned, you can see flames still consuming that pile of logs over there. In fact, firefighters are going to let that continue to burn because they lack water. That's a major problem in rural parts of the state. There's not enough access to water. So they just have to make sure that doesn't cross over the road and threaten any nearby structures or homes. So they've been dousing the area, and crews have made a lot of progress on this fire today. We've seen them, throwing water on the street, throwing water on the ground next to that pile. Fire officials believe a tree fell onto a power line on the other side of Highway 213, and up went the brush and the timber. Fuel to the fire. Fires threatening homes forced more than a dozen areas in the county to evacuate. We got word a little bit earlier, everyone south of Oregon 211 between Woodburn and Estacada was told to go now. Crews from all over the region are in Clackamas County fighting 15 fires. You did mention that new one, perhaps bringing it to 16 big and small fires in both urban and rural areas. I asked the county about exact acreage and containment on all the fires, but they couldn't give me specifics at this moment. Throughout the day, though, we saw firefighters prepping structures and clearing brush from around houses. Clackamas County declared a state of emergency as we were driving around this afternoon to go to the different fires, get video, talk to people who were evacuating. People told us they were scared, they were frantic, they tried to grab as much as they could, as quickly as they could. In fact, one woman told us in 3 decades living here, she's never seen anything like this. And as we were driving around, we got turned around a couple times because officials were blocking off roads due to downed power lines and new spot fires. Fire officials told me it has been incredibly challenging trying to keep up with all of the new fires popping up, even into this time of night. All of the new fires popping up and resources stretching thin as they've just been exhausted for the last several hours.
Well, with all those fires burning, a lot of people have had to leave their homes. Where do evacuees go, Morgan?
Yeah, so throughout the day, it's been Malala High School, and I checked Clackamas County website. For those of you watching, you can check Clackamas County website to find out where they're having check-in sites. Sandy High School is now another location, but those are just check-in sites. We should be careful to note that these are not congregate shelter settings. Because of COVID-19, the county is giving people hotel vouchers. I also should mention I texted a spokesperson with the county who told me that at this point, she doesn't have information on structures, but earlier we did see a structure on fire in the Estacada area, so we should be getting more information on that tomorrow morning when they hold a press conference, Laurel.
Morgan Romero live in Clackamas County. Thank you, Morgan.
And now to Marion County, where some residents are also under evacuation orders. The state fire marshal is now referring to the Beachy Creek fire and several other fires that started in the Santiam Canyon area as the Santiam fire. There are level 3 evacuations in several communities along Highway 22 from above Detroit Lake down to Lyons. There are also evacuations near Silver Falls State Park. Christine Pitawanich has been in Marion County for us all day. And Christine, you've been sharing really dramatic videos and photos of what you've been seeing over there.
Yeah, it has been quite the journey today. We've seen all sorts of conditions in terms of how dark the sky has been, then it's cleared out. Let's show you a little bit of video of how I started my day. I was driving I-5 from Albany to Salem, and it was relatively clear, smoky for sure when I started out in Albany, but then as you got to the Marion County line, things started getting really dark. It looked like dusk, really. And then once I got to Marion County, we stopped at the Red Cross area, which is at the Oregon State Fairgrounds. And there were many people, many families that had already arrived to the fairgrounds. We spoke to a number of families, one of which they were coming from Mill City, and I believe they left at midnight. And they had a caravan of like 20 people, their family, their extended family, that left Mill City because they were just so worried. They said they could see the glow of the fire. And in fact, the Marion County Sheriff's Office recently put out on their Facebook page some video from Mill City of the fire. And it is stark footage of just fire, just flames, seemingly all around this person who was taking this video. So, I mean, this family that we talked to from Mill City, they're just hoping that their home is still there, that their neighbors and their friends' homes are still there, but they say they're grateful that they got out. They didn't have a lot of time to grab stuff because they weren't anticipating the speed of this fire. After we spent a little bit of time at the fairgrounds where the Red Cross is, we headed east on Highway 22, and you could definitely see how smoky it was when we were on the road headed east on Highway 22. By the time we got to Staten, we had to stop. We couldn't go any further east because there was a roadblock here at exit 13, which is Staten. Then we went into downtown Staten, and I don't know if you can see the video right now, but it was bizarre. The sky was a deep hue of red, of orange. Multiple people said it seemed like we were on Mars or something like that because it just seemed so weird that that's what the sky looked like at noon, at 12:30. And then now here we are at 7 p.m. and it looks like it's 11 p.m., like it's midnight because it is so dark out here. I mean, at 4 p.m., it was dark as well. It looked like it was nighttime as well. And you can see, I'm sure of it, all the ash that's flying in the air here. And the smoke is heavy. I know a lot of people are worried. We've seen many animal trailers, cars pulling animal trailers, driving past a number of fire trucks heading east on Highway 22. But if you're out there and watching, definitely keep tabs on either our KGW website, where we put in up-to-date information, the Marion County Sheriff's Facebook page, Lynn County Sheriff's Facebook page, because the evacuation levels can change at the drop of a hat, especially with wind, with low humidity, what have you. So definitely keep tabs on that. Again, the Red Cross posted up at the Oregon State Fairgrounds to help people as well.
Important information. The video you were showing of the red skies is really, as they said, like Mars, really unearthly, I'd say. Christine Pitawanich live for us in Marion County. Thank you. And dozens of homes are lost in Lane County from a fire burning in Blue River. That's along the McKenzie River east of Eugene. The county administrator says 80 to 100 buildings have been destroyed in that Blue River fire. The Oregon State Fire Marshal just released an update. It's really called the Holiday Farm Fire. It's torched 37,000 acres, and firefighters had to help 46 people escape the evacuation zone this afternoon. An evacuation point is set up at Thurston High School in Springfield for people living in Blue River and to the west. Now, people living east of Blue River need to head towards Sisters.
Well, there are also go now evacuations in Washington County. The power line fire is burning near Hague Lake. In addition to the city of Cherry Grove, residents on Dundee Road, Southwest Patton Valley Road, Southwest Lee Road, and Southwest Cascara Road near Henry Hague Lake are under level 3 evacuation orders. And you can help Oregon and Washington residents right now affected by these wildfires burning throughout the Northwest. Today, KGW activated the Northwest Response Fund. Just open your phone's camera and you can scan that code you see right there on your screen. It's going to take you to the Red Cross website where you can make a donation. That money will go straight to helping Northwest residents affected by wildfires. We'll be right back.